So first day, pay homage to kind, compassionate Guru Shatyaman Buddha. Who has achieved omniscience, who completed the potential of the mind. It was the same as us before, having all the attachment, all the ignorance, all the anger, all the pride, and all the delusions and self-cherishing thoughts, and suffered in samsara without beginning, continuation, same as us. But changed his mind, attitude from cherishing the I into cherishing others. Others doesn't mean only a mother, father, brother, sister, or girlfriend, boyfriend, none of that. It's a numberless sentiments, numberless helpings. The most suffering, the numberless hunger ghosts. Yeah. So even 10,000 years could not find mark of water on the ground. Cannot find food, even one spoon of food could not find due to karma, due to miserliness in the past life. So the kasure, and then the animal, every single happens, every single hunger ghost, every single animal living in the ocean, the size like mountains, small size, I forgot the name. In the Western, there's an explanation I was told, but I could not remember the name. Small stone in the ocean. Then, and under the earth, on the earth, in the grasses, when you walk in the grasses, there's tiny flies that jump away, they run away when you walk in the dry grass. So in the forest and bush, then not only this world, there are numberless universe, even scientifically mentioned. Not only Buddha scientifically mentioned, also Western scientifically. So, so there are numberless helpings, hunger ghosts, animals, and numberless universes. There are numberless human beings, numberless universe, so numberless human beings, Sura beings, Asura beings, domestic beings. So here's so was cherish, renounce, let go the I, and cherish numberless sentient beings. Not only somebody who love you, who worship you, who like, who don't worship you, who against you, don't renounce. Not like that. Not like that. Not like most people run in the country. Not like that. Their attitude, no, not like that. So then, if you like this, how can you bring happiness to every being? How can you bring happiness, peace? No way. So you have to have compassion to everyone. Those who like you, those who don't like you, you have compassion to everybody. Buddha has compassion. Even somebody put perfume on side of your body, Buddha's holy body, one side cut in pieces, slowly, 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 cut in small pieces. So Buddha has a similar compassion to both of them. At least you have to apply that to benefit others, numberless beings. Then there's, of course, perfect power. So the person can read every second. Numberless helpless, hungry, animal, human beings, every sentient being's mind can read, can see directly, and can see everyone's suffering. Little mind, intelligence, needs methods, different methods to free them from suffering, from that problem, and gradually to bring higher and higher happiness. Temporary happiness, then ultimate happiness, liberation from oceans of suffering, samsara forever. And then not just few days, not only few years, few lifetimes, not all that, forever. And then able to bring them peerless happiness, the total cessation of obscuration, completion of realization, enlightenment, Buddhahood. So able to Sanskrit Buddhahood. So Sangye in Tibetan, so translation is total cessation of obscuration, completion of realization. So yes, though the gross and subtle, so obscuration and completion. So you see, so change the mind, attitude. Let go I, from where all the suffering comes, all the problem comes, by cherishing the I, renounce others, letting go others. The same thing. If you have so much problem in the family, if you're a couple, you cherish the I, let go, you renounce others, your other friend or husband or wife, whatever. There's so much problem in the life. Even you physically together, always a fight, always so many problems. What's the problem then? Then because divorce. Divorce. There may be may not be one-time divorce. May not be one-time divorce. Then after meet somebody else, then that would help my happiness. And again, divorce. on like this and Omani Peme home, Omani Peme, there goes, like that. Oh no, marriage in the morning, then evening time separation. Marriage today, tomorrow separation. And then, so weeks, months, years, like that. So anyway, so I say that. And you see, so family like this, and then running country, running government, or then you say anger, attachment, ignorance, self-chasing thoughts, without talking, without religion, tantra. That's basic. Oh, you have this. Then you say, how can you run? How can you run the country? So that's self-chasing thought. I, my power, my happiness, my this, all the time, day and night. So that's the attitude. So everything you do for your for your power, for your happiness. And not the population's happiness first. You know, I mean, there are good-hearted leaders, yes. But yes, where there's great peace in the country, but they say mostly like that. So see, because education is missing during the life, from childhood time. So see, university, college, all the school, primary school, the education is missing. So especially to develop self-changing thought, I, in the world, you see. So that's the ignorance and attachment to the law. So there's no education, you see, to pacify this, to bring peace in your heart. No education for this. Bring peace in your heart. From where all the problem comes, subject to pacify. Don't do much. So and so you run the country with that thought. Then what you do is first what you think is your power, your happiness. So everything you do for that. Your main aim is that, not the happiness of people. So that's why in the world, like example Syria, the many countries were such problems, then population do not like the leader. They are against it, then fight, then the person's power, then fight. Then between that, many innocent people, non-political people, so many 100,000 died. 100,000. Then they tried to escape crossing the ocean to another country, and then they get sink. So on the boat, then they sink. Then for months you have to travel. Wow. Then if you arrive to that country, but still don't accept, they don't accept you to be them, or travel to another country. So there is so much a problem. Wow, what a suffering, So see, so yeah, I'm talking Buddhist culture, but yeah, so Buddha changed mind from self-changing thought into cherishing others. Cherishing others, the numberless in each realm. Can you imagine? Not left out even one ant, not left out one worm, like fishing worm. Oh, cherishing others. From where, cherishing others, from where, happiness rises, temporary, ultimate liberation, enlightenment, all the realization path, all the happiness rises from cherishing others. So cherishing others, all the problems sound. For example, in the market, in the city, in the road, so people who are so selfish attitude, so selfish, only thinking to achieve the happiness of the I. Because life started on a home, and but the Himalayan people or the Tibetans while they're working, even not in the morning, evening, but even while they're working in the shop or traveling, so like that, one I can be happy, one I can be happy, one I can be happy. Oh, like this, you see, one can be happy. So then because so much cherish I, among all these numberless living beings where Buddha cherish, then you cherish yourself. Among the numberless, they're left out. And you cherish your I, only you cherish. Oh, then so many problems comes in the life. So many problems comes, and so many things you don't succeed. So many things it doesn't happen because I still changed thought. So it's like this. I can now, since I went through London subject a lot, so I came into this. The great Bodhisattva Shantideva said, "Dashen Jawa Machana, Dosan Nitu Minjurve, Koan Naya Dawame, Chiden Paro Pashoki, Sidi Tuyan Trimiju." If you don't exchange for others. So as I said, Buddha, let go I from all the problems, all the suffering, all the consequences. I. Then, as I cherish others, from there, you see, all the happiness rises up to enlightenment. All the happiness. And not only yours. Yes, yours. Not only yours, but you can cause with cherishing I, cherishing others, with that pure attitude. Then you can bring happiness to numberless things. Temporary happiness after enlightenment. You can cause. So that's in Jawa, if you don't exchange yourself for others, as in Jawa, you cannot achieve enlightenment. There's no enlightenment. You cannot achieve. Koan and Dharma, while you're in samsara, there's no happiness. So, even in the future, you see, not in the future. While you are in samsara, there is no happiness. Nepal Pashagas live aside the happiness of future lives, even this life. Even works of this life cannot be succeed. So, you see, the self-chasing thought, that's the main problem. That brings so much problem in the life. You don't. Your wishes to achieve happiness to achieve for this life doesn't happen. So it creates some problems. So that's because 그것도 가서 전주대 다다 신도 깨볼 때가 돼. Who wishes to protect, to guide, to protect you and others? Who wishes to protect you and others? The practice exchanging ones for others. Practice that secretly. So great Buddhism they were mentioned advice. You see, anybody, even animals, even ants, besides kings and the president, or besides human beings, of course, everyone want to guide, want to protect yourself, and then you see, want to protect others. So you see, there's a thought of that, wish of that. Anyone, you see, who need to care about this, who wishes to guide you and others quickly. Then you see, exchange ones for others, practices secretly. So here, Shantideva gave an answer. If you want to help yourself, first, then the other thing, you want to help others. Yes, many people have thought, I want to help others, or children's school or something, deformed people, or old people to look after. Many people have thoughts to look after, things like that, to guide or to help. So anyway, so who want to guide quickly oneself or others? Then, you see, what should do? Exchange ones for others. That is the answer. You see, that's usually that's missing. You don't get that education in the university, college, in the primary school. You don't get education. You see, of course, you see, even not profound as Dharma, but you see, advice generally to be good human being, care others, think of others' happiness, because you. Means, just in daily life, see, thought of others, first, others' happiness. Whatever you can do. It all depends on how much quality you have, how much understanding, how much realization, how much power you have. But you see, whatever you can. So you see, so not so much emphasize that. Even simple one, not like the Dharma, the Lamrim deep. No, not even not like that. So just simple, good human being, to be good human being. Not much taught. Not emphasized. Because that didn't become the main education, that's why the world is like water bubble. It's like boiling water. The world becomes boiling water, So hot fire, goodness, then boiling water. Oh, the world become like that. You see, physical like that, mental like that. Physical become that, mental, because mental become like that. What suffering. So like that, so this is tentative I mentioned here, the method. You want to look after yourself, you want to help yourself, how to do. You want to help others, how to do. Whatever it is. Children after children, or looking after old people, whatever it is. Oh, the most important practice, the most important thing to change your mind. From cherishing I into cherishing others. Oh, this. Then from there, loving kindness comes, compassion comes, everything, all the positive mind comes. Oh, to others, you see. Oh, then, you see, you're bringing happiness to others. That comes, serving, giving happiness to numberless others in this world. It all happens. So according to your capacity. So, you see, that answer, great Bodhisattva's answer, advice, exchange ones for others. Oh, that's answer. You want to help yourself, you want to help the world. The world, this world is more. Help others. Others means 6 real numberless sentient beings. Unenlightened, the suffering obscured. So, you see, there's one answer. So you see, the leader of the country has that attitude, good heart, even simple good heart, good human being. Especially, the exchange ones for others. Ultimate good heart. Or then, you see, what do you think is the main the happiness of the population first? So then you see, they achieve so much happiness, the population. So much population. The problem becomes so much less and less. So much happiness they get from this one person who has a ultimate good heart. So that see. One guru, he's from Dharma. In Tibet, was a helper in the knowledge, in debating, debating philosophy, Buddhist philosophy, very extensive subject. Actually, it's condensed into Lamrim, but it goes away. It's very expanded, see? So, debating, the philosophy, so there's a Sara me gata shata changze, dribung lusan komong Sara gata dribung. So there's 6 common. So the extreme top learned ones, top learned. So they helped as a son took a young age, and then you see helped debating extensive philosophy. So not guru, the helper, called Sanskrit in Tibetan language. So India then became guru, took a commentary of the limited path to enlightenment, composed by Lama Tisha. So that and other teachings. So yeah. So Rinpoche used in England, one of the queen of England was a holy being. One of the queen. I don't know the name of the queen, but the queen. So during her time, not England but the countries around had great peace. And then Rinpoche went to see her, I think, a diamond stick, hand stick, when she walks. Diamond stick. In France, Rinpoche went to see in museum. Rinpoche said that was a Pandalamu, was the one passed from other. Yeah, a long time, manifestation of Tara, Saraswati, the goddess, the Buddha, goddess of wisdom. So the protector of the Tibetan, the government, the his holiness, and even the high lamas. So it's the embodiment of that. So it's a great peace. Besides England, many other countries during that time, Rinpoche said. So that you see, generally, wherever there is Bodhisattva, who is Bodhicitta realization, ultimate good heart, Bodhicitta, wherever Bodhisattva, there's so much peace due to the blessing power, due to the blessing of the holy mind, Bodhicitta. So, wherever there is, then rains come right time and things grow well, and so a lot of peace. Others, that country, that area, like that, that's very common. One Chinese master monk came from China. I don't know his name. I don't know his name. I have his relics, bone relics. The hard disciple, the abbess gave me. So I did have, but I don't know. Kung. Name is Kung. Something. So he's a great bodhisattva. He's bodhicitta. Let go I, cherishing numberless sentient beings. He had bodhicitta. So in Taiwan, wherever he walked, Kaohsiung has no rain for so many years. So nothing grew, and so wherever he walked, rain came, and then grass grew. This happens. Like that. You see, in environment. So not only people, even animals. What amazing benefit. There one being who has bodhicitta, or holy mind. So all of that. I saw the statues. There's a statue in the monastery. His statue and his guru's statue also there. So his disciple abbess, the second abbess in Taiwan, who is highly respected by people. Every day, buses of people come to see, get blessing. So, but she's very much into morality, keeping pure morality during practice. Yeah, so like that. She's like that. She has monastery nunnery. She has a monastery nunnery. So one time, yeah, she's one who helped our college set a chair. I think there were originally 4,000 monks. Not the beginning time, but you see, 4,000 the one time. So, I tried to offer food for the, gradually then dinner, lunch, breakfast, dinner, lunch. So that, so she helped, I think few lakhs of dollars, perhaps more than the material project. Perhaps more than the material project, I'm not sure. So one time I went there, the nuns during prostration, there's Golden Light Sutra. So the nuns did prostration to each word of Golden Light Sutra. The Golden Sutra is elaborate, middle, short in Kanjur, the Buddhist teaching. So the nuns were doing prostration to each word. They all had book kept in the prostration. So when I went there the second time, they already finished 2 times. With each word, to each word prostration, to finish. So now this third time when I went there. So like that, she very much into practice, like the disciples. Like that. But there's another nun who is there, perhaps maybe more famous, a little bit more famous, but she's more interested in school, hospitals, and more like that. Didn't seem much in the, like this nun, much in the practice, but they more social service. So anyway, I heard the story that this nun, that great Bodhisattva monk, our teacher this. She served the great teacher, the Bodhisattva. But what I heard is that actually this mother of the great Bodhisattva, the monk in China, she's the actually mother of. This is the past life, the mother of the monk, the great Bodhisattva. That's what I heard that. So that's very much possible. Yeah, that. Anyway, so just so then he practices secretly. So that was that one explanation is that you see, this is a very brave Bodhisattvas practice, exchange ones for others. You see, so you practice secretly means secret means lower capable Buddha, lower capable, lower intelligent, lower capable Bodhisattvas. They're not brave. They're not brave. Not that much brave to practice this. So secret from them. That's also. But I think also it means. But you see, it means the practice. You don't expose to. You don't publicize. You don't publicize like in the West. Oh, I'm great mentor. I'm great practitioner. I'm this realization. I'm that realization. you know, to make $1 billion or $1 million or reputation or many million disciples or something, you see. So you keep, you see, this exchange amongst others. So you keep it quietly. You keep practice without pride, without nangmen, without exposing, without much exposing outside. So you practice quietly. So that I think, so that's also, I think, the one way to understand. Those are, you see, way to practice. So anyway, here one way to Buddha, one way to show difference. Rest of the world, what most people do, live their life, attitude. Those who run the government, the population, I mean, everything. But now you are here. You see, what do you do? So totally different. Totally opposite than the rest of the world. What they do. So the two things to understand. So then this Jiden dewa chinyeba tegun shinde dole chung. Jiden dunga chinyeba tegun rangde dole chung. Mangde shida jishigu chibarangi tuanjeta. Tuan shinji tuanzeba dijini jebutu. So that's also maybe good thing. Jiden dewa chinyeba, how much there's happiness in the world. How much happiness there's in the world. Happiness, this life, life after this, ultimate happiness, liberation, some sort of enlightenment. What you see, all the happiness, how much happiness there is. All came from Tikkun. I think it first started how much suffering there is in the world, the problem, you know. Yours and the others. Government, population, global, whatever, you see. All that come from mind. From the wishing happiness to yourself. Wishing happiness, that mind, self-chasing thought, wishing happiness to yourself, just to yourself, see? All came from that. Including global problem. All came from mind. Because of that. Yeah, collective negative karma. You know, the people collect together, negative karma. The karma is mind, not body, mind. So even global problems came from mind. So that is not learned, that is not taught, that is learned in the world. That's not what most people think. No, people think it came from outside. So anyway, how much happiness is there in the world come from wishing others happy, wishing others to be happy. What is the need there to talk so much? Child does work for self. Child doesn't mean small body, baby, doesn't mean that. Mentally baby. Can be 1,000 years old man or 2 years old one. But the mind is kind of no different from animal. Mind is no different from the ants, no different from the worms, fishing worms. You see, that's only thing of I, my happiness. So no difference with the banana slug. Banana slug. I don't know what everybody knows banana slug. Dharamsala has a lot. When the very foggy weather, and then always rains, then many banana slug outside. Then someday you are not careful, goes in the feet, your feet goes, get killed. So mind. So mind is, chibarang, child does work for oneself. So that's the only thing of I. Only thing I, my happiness. The mind is not developed. So that's called child. Those who are cherishing I, could be animal, could be insect, could be human being, could be millionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, beggar, could be anything. Whatever outside different doesn't matter. But the inside the mind, not different. So that's called child. Shivaranga tuanchedang also self. Tuanshinga tuanseva, child does work for self. Tuan, the mighty one means Buddha, does work for others. Does work for others. That doesn't mean only your relatives or family or your friend, not that. Others means, as I mentioned to you, numberless. Nobody, no ant, nobody is left out. Not only people, even animals and anything. No matter how tiny, nobody is left out. You for others, cherish others. Tuanshingi tuanzeba, mighty one does work for others. Look at the differences. So I mentioned to you, Buddha was something like us before. But we changed the attitude. So, then not only himself enlightened, but enlightened already numberless other sentient beings. Ceased all the obscuration, completed all the realizations. And enlightening numberless sentient beings now, and will be enlightening numberless sentient beings in the future. Oh, like that. This is what Buddha does. So look at the differences. Child does work for oneself, Buddha does work for others. Look at the differences. Oh, like that. What do you mean? Sorry. Yeah, then, because, so the so so you see, before we go to the meditation prayer, there you see, the world, majority of the people, how they live, how they live as a the child, you know. What's up? You see, so the education, there's no real education. What it needs from childhood time in school and even in the primary school and in the college. So, so you see, everybody live with self-chasing. You develop as much as possible self-chasing thought, and so there was so much problem. Well, between the government, between the leaders and the population, but so much suffering, not just one country, many countries. No peace, no happiness for population, so much suffering. So, you see, like that. So now here, you see, you are coming here. To subdue rest of the world, to develop self-chasing thought. Ignorance, anger, attachment, to develop attachment, so important. So important. The first immediate thing, attachment. So you see, here, so now here, meditate shortcomings of self-chasing thought and meditate benefits of cherishing others. Good heart, ultimate good heart. Oh, this most important practice, meditation, most important meditation, most important practice, Dharma practice. Unbelievable. So the cherishing others, your ultimate good, your good heart, cherishing others. From there, not only you achieve this life happiness, future life happiness, up to temporary happiness, only in samsara. Then ultimate happiness is liberation from samsara forever. Then a peerless happiness and Buddhahood, you see, total cessation of spiritual completion reality. Kasure. I'm forgetting while I'm talking. What did it say?
We're coming here to subdue our mind.
What?
You said we were coming here to subdue.
I didn't say subdue mind.
Oh, you didn't say subdue, you said coming
Yeah. So you see, that's the ultimate. What we need to learn, meditate, practice. We live our life in that. So you see, When your mind becomes that, then you see from there, or as I say, so all the happiness after enlightenment, that's by the way. Then numberless others, as I mentioned before, 6 realms, numberless others you can cause. All that temporary ultimate after enlightenment, you can cause all the happiness. You cause all the happiness to every sentence. Numberless, helping, hungry, animal, human being, Sura, wow. You're able to bring, amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Oh, that. So learning Dharma means that. And talking the real essence of the biggest way is that know how to others to achieve all this happiness after enlightenment. So you are being educated, you are learning through meditation. Listening, teaching, reflecting, meditation, then exercise, So all that. So that one you don't hear in the rest of the world, university, in the school, primary, kindergarten, you don't hear these things. So this I haven't gone through kindergarten, all that thing, but this is my guess. So the so they see. So rest of all of these problems, individual, one person's all the problems. Whole life go to psychology, and then pay a lot of money, and even you build debts, so then family, the society problem, the country problem. So that's so from ignorance and attachment. So here, to pacify that. Here, coming to Kopan monastery, attending one meditation course, is to pacify that. The mind, negative mind, which brings all the problems, global problems, all that, all coming here to pacify that. You understand? Point. So it's the most important. So this time you are coming here to learn meditation. That's what you learn, what you're learning is the most important thing in your life. The most important thing in the world. The most important thing in your life. And what you're doing, learning and meditating. What you're doing is the most important thing in the world. Most important thing in your life. What are you doing here? The help of that is not only this life. Help of that is not only next life. The 100,000 millions of other goes on and benefit goes on, goes to enlightenment. Ultimate goes to enlightenment. And that, you see, you're coming here 1 month meditation, goes on, the meditating, listening, meditating, all this, all goes up to enlightenment. Four numberless sentient beings. 4 numberless symptoms. You see, for every ant you see in the road, come by, every bird you see, every animal, dog, cat, people, every sentence to benefit everyone, to free from numberless other oceans of suffering or samsara, and bring them to Buddhahood, peerless happiness, Buddhahood. Oh, everyone. Oh, that. So you are coming here, learning meditation, learning, meditate to actualize. So the mind, the child mind, so that transform into cherishing others like Buddha did. Oh, so then then you see, from ignorance and attachment, then you see, you transform your mind to renunciation. Renunciation, the attachment, so the anger, so then also realize ultimate nature in emptiness only, tongpa ni, emptiness only. So then you see, then transform your mind from ignorance. Oh, like that, see? So it's very most important education. Most important education. Oh, so, you see, first of course you benefit you, but now here's to benefit everyone who is whose mind is obscured, suffering, is unenlightened. Everyone could benefit. Oh, your life is here for that. You understand? So that's the ultimate goal. So like that. So therefore, I want to say to you, billion, zillion, trillion thanks to you coming here to the course. So I offer. So this, you're coming here. Coming here to discover this Dharma, existence, discover, which is unknown before. You didn't know how to live life. You're born a human being, but didn't know how to live life. No difference from the tiger, bear, insect, in the way of thinking, looking different. So, so discover, Dharma, discover the existence which you're not aware before. So you see, so please don't think, oh, this is too much for my mind, oh, too much subject, too much, oh, I'm just very simple, I want to go away, I want to run away. That's nonsense. That's cheating yourself. You see, now only for opportunity to learn, to discover, to learn. Actually, it's learning your life. Actually, it's learning, discovering your life, your mind, your life. Actually, here, learn Lamrim, particularly Lamrim, discovering your life that you're not aware before. Then, through that, then you can understand others. You can generate compassion on others. You can have wisdom, understand others. Oh, that you see. Loving kindness, compassion, to others. So therefore, when you have opportunity, you must learn as much as possible. This is just very short time. Must take the opportunity as much as possible. Don't stay in ignorance all the time. Oh, I want a very simple runway. And this is too much for me. Oh, too much to learn. Runway. Runway to the mountains. To the Himalaya mountains, Mount Everest. Better to climb the Mount Everest. Even the avalanche comes, doesn't matter. Even death comes, doesn't matter. Well, next life you don't think. this life is not sure. Maybe yes, maybe not. So I'm just joking, but it's a great opportunity to learn as much as possible. Then you see, beginning you feel like that, but then you see, more and more you read, meditate, then get more simple, more and more simple. Beginning like that, you feel. Then you see, as you read the Lamrim more and more, meditate especially, then become more and more simple. So that. Yeah. Up to 5 o'clock. What? Tea and snacks. You can press it, no? Maybe 2 different eyes. One eye take precepts, fasting, and one eye eat much as possible. So they have 5 aggregates, so maybe they have 5 eyes. So it is really utmost important that you're coming here to learn not just meditation, but Lamrim meditation, teaching, even just to learn, even just to discover. It's important, most important in the life. Then only then you understand, you can understand, you see, how to live the life. How, you see, in the past, how the life has been, now how should you live? Positive, to benefit not only you, all the numberless beings, as I mentioned before. Okay. Please, so I will say, you are coming to Kopan to the meditation course, or this best. You want to help the world to bring peace, or you are coming here, the best. You are coming here to the meditation course, learning Dharma, best, or that's best. You are thinking to bring peace in the world. You have to bring peace in the world by your mind, by your good heart. You yourself have a good heart to bring peace in the world. You yourself have a good heart to bring peace in the world, perfect peace and happiness in the world. It's best. This, what you're doing here, is against to all the rest of the world what they do. Rest of the world what they do. But result on harm to yourself, to others, so much suffering. So here, bring only peace. Not only you, bring peace to the world, the temporary happiness to your family, to your country, to the world. That's ultimate happiness. Total cessation of oceans of suffering, or ultimate happiness you bring to the world, to the sentient beings. Yeah, I'm talking in a small way, this world. And then, you see, by special learning bodhicitta, how to teach bodhicitta, the path to enlightenment, mind path to then you see, you're learning, discovering. You see, in the TV, there's a discovering channel. You see, so, or learning, then you see, as you come to know, you are able to bring enlightenment to sentient beings, to the world, to the sentient beings. Of course, speaking lightweight, the 6 realm sentient beings, everyone. So, at the small way, this world, you bring enlightenment to this world, to the sentient beings, this world. So like that. So unbelievable, most unbelievable fortunate that we are the most unbelievable fortunate. Coming here this time, Kopan. All the way from the west, by crossing the Atlantic Ocean, by coming by machine, inside the machine airplane, inside the machine, the airplane, the gas and all that, that works. One makes it to other one makes the other to, so that somehow it will fly from the west to the east by crossing Atlantic Ocean, this very deep ocean. And then it's Nepal, the third country, third world country. Third world country. Actually, you see, I just read particular Swayambanath, this high mountain, the story. Long time ago, so many years, so many even before Buddha, different Buddhas happened, different Buddhas. Shaktu, there's 1,000 Buddha in the 14th Eon. Shaktu, Setu, Ursum, then Buddha is the fourth one. So the story. So what happened? This Buddha time. What happened? The country changes. What happened this Buddha time? What happened this Buddha? It's about basically longer than Swayambhu. This Rangchung Truden. Rangchung is spontaneously happened stupa inside the Swayambhu mountain. All the Buddha's holy minds imported into crystal stupa in the the Buddha predicted in this high mountain, Langrulung there. So then this stayed there a long time, so dust, gradual dust, more dust, then mountain, Swayambhu mountain. So the reason why people don't go from top the stupa, but I heard Pema Sambhava built the stupa when he came from Tibet, but purify the land of Tibet to spread Dharma. So purify the land. Tibet is an unbelievable place for spirits, different place. So subdued, then made them samaya, commitment to be protector or something like that. So, so that's one story, but I don't know whether everybody think that way. No, I'm not sure. So the people going around the mountain, secondly, it's because, main thing is because of that. I don't know whether people everybody know or not, that or no. But why great holy beings go also around the mountain is the great Lama, like sun, moon in this world. So by shining, then people, animals can enjoy. So that in Tibet we did walk for numberless sentiments, so some of the teachings unbelievable. He did 100,000 prostration, by full length prostration, went around the mountain. And there's I was shown by a monk where he took rest. And I'm not going to tell the story now. The Lama's teaching, there's incarnation, but there's a Lama and this course. This Kopan course has a big connection. Kopan course now 40, how many times? 50. Oh, there's so much connection. By my, reading this Kajin Shikelsen's Losung Chemo, the great thought transformation I'm teaching, by reading that, then this course happened. In the Lama, it's a time he used to come when the people mind went down, because I taught so much on the hell sufferings, and lordom sufferings, and attachment, shortcomings, attachment. And so then when the people's mind went down, first become unhappy. Because suffering, so much suffering, they come here, Kopan. Then again, deeper sufferings. So then Lama comes, brings light, smile and light, and brings up. mind. Then again after some time, then Lama come bring up the light. So I was the one who brings down. The Lama was the one who brings up. So like that. Kasuri. Yeah, so, up to seventh course. You know, on papers, oh, you did it so wonderful, blah, 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 wonderful, blah, you did it so nice course or talk or something. But in my heart, I always think it's a Lama issue. Up to seventh course. After that, always think it's a Lama issue, not me. Then after seventh course, I don't know, I think something wrong went. Like a mission program. So then I lost that feeling. You see? It's of course it has to be like that because I don't know Dharma. You know, I don't know Dharma. So yeah, I was at Baksa. Baksa is when India was under British control, then you know this is where Mahatma Gandhi was president, Prime Minister, ex-Prime Minister, John Nehru was president. Many people get killed. So we were there. I was there 8 years, but I was small. I was a small child. You know, we started to bed and just like play. Just like children playing, so just started, so like that. So then another High Lama, Jetu Gangpa, he did also one full-length procession around Swambha, 100,000. He also did one. So so that main reason is the stupa is inside the mountain. That was the main thing. So this Nepal looking not like West, very clean and very tight and very kind of much developed, none of that. This is very old, very old and kind of third world country. Yeah. Very old, but it's easy. These places, or even from the scriptures I see, great holy place, unbelievable, blessed holy place. So many holy places, stories, practitioners achieved enlightenment. And so many advances, many different, amazing. It's a great holy place. So, that's why then, because if you learn Dharma, practice, meditate in Nepal, here, then it's easy to transform, it's easy to develop, to transform mind, things like that. There's always there, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. This incredible place. We're all ancient time, from time. Physically kind of dirty like that, not that, but it's reality. It's incredible holy place. So we're lucky to welcome to Nepal. Okay. Then. I'm paying homage to the Buddha. Okay. Here I want different style. You do this verses before or not?
We meditate on the morning.
Okay. So you meditated already this morning?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then I don't know. Huh? Okay. Yeah, dedication. To the English. Dedicate the read English. Dedication. No. Only English.
These words, gaze, certainly, attain the rest of all sin, subdue the flow of thoughts, and be delivered with the proper wish. For by waves of aging, sickness, and death.
and coughing. Sanje Jodang Zoje Janamala Janjumba Sanje Rola Pemba to the Namsing, Zaba, and the number one in the Janjus and the Torture Day, you named the Charter. Toba Chavanam, couldn't tell a child. The Kajin, there just have a teacher, Tebata, truth, that in Kuwait. They were having injection that was a human, but then a laboratory to mention the Jewish Mehat or lots of Jews, not that is in a similar church, I didn't know Jubilee, never to Zidang. Young way into the separate in the 지어란데라도 냠바 차베 나모사이게 또 런외지게 주모다다 미가 로아군지 장 탐지게도 딱 저전도 우선 So, one most important thing basis of Buddhism that is not only intellectual understanding, but you see daily practice. Most important daily practice, mindfulness. It's not just like university, you learn and nothing to do with your life. Not like that. Just intellectual development, just investing the computer invest in computer, none of that. that reaction, the invest in computer, I said invest in computer. So that was saying ridiculous. So not just that. The mindfulness everyday life. Even you know little Dharma, even you are expert, recite Buddha's teaching 100, more than 100 volumes, Kanjur. Tenjur is a Nagarjuna Asanga Panda Yogi's commentary, more than 200 volumes. Even you know by heart. You have to practice this mindfulness, other everyday life, your basic practice. Even you know little Dharma, this is the fundamental practice. If you don't do this mindfulness practice, then see, the basis of practice is not there. Maybe reciting a lot of prayers and mantras, but real change of mind, real transformation of mind, and peace and happiness. Root of peace and happiness up to now is not there. Even though you do a lot of prayers and a lot of mantras and like that, looking like Buddhist. Looking like Buddhist, but actually the heart do not become Buddhist, so kind of like that. So outside where the person living life and look Buddhist, but the heart didn't become Buddhist, also like that kind of. So, sorry. So, sorry. As I often say, the heaviest suffering of samsara, the health suffering came from mind, came from one's own mind, negative mind, impure mind, unhealthy mind, impure mind, and also the fully developed mind, the Buddhahood, Sanskrit, Buddhahood, the total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization, that also came from your mind. Of course, but generally came from mind. Then your health came from your mind, your enlightenment came from your positive mind. Your mind, but positive mind. Most positive mind. So it's like that. Then samsara came from your negative mind, wrong way of thinking. Your wrong way of thinking, not right way of thinking, wrong way of thinking came from that. And nirvana, the soulless state, nirvana, belief state for oneself, blissful state of peace for oneself, this came from one's mind. Your nirvana came from your mind. And you see, everyday life problems, come from your own mind, negative mind, wrong way of thinking. And every day your happiness, peace came from your mind, positive mind, correct way of thinking. So like that. So everything came from mind. So it is said in the Abhidhamma Kosha, Jesus not for reality, the various world where it came from the mind. It came from, there's body and mind, it came from the mind. Karma, the various world came from the karma, that's the mind. So there's 6 principal consciousness and 51 mental factors. Then there's a Kundrunga, 5 mental factors that accompany with the principal consciousness. So from that, then comes the karma is the intention. Dumba. Zamba. Zamba. So Zamba's intention came from the 5, the intention. Came from that. Karma is that mental factors and that one intention. So they came from that. So that came from the mind. So sun and the moon, any form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, all come from, your form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, all come from your mind, your senses. Come from your mind. Then the principal consciousness on which the imprint left on that, then experienced out. Like that. So form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, ugly, came from the anything bad came from the negative imprint left by negative karma on the consciousness. The consciousness that continue from life to life, consciousness of mind. And the beautiful form, sound, smell, music that you like, music that you don't like, and the sound, smell, taste, tangible, all come from the casual, that you enjoy, came from, as a positive mind. Positive mind, the positive imprint left by the past good karma. So it's like that. So everything, every day, all what you see, form, sound, smell, taste, and every day. So what we experience from beginningless birth, now, what will be experienced in the future, all come from your mind. What you experience will come from your mind. This subject is the one biggest basis of Buddhism, and it's logical, not just blind faith. It's logical. So for example, Buddha mentioned in the Dhammapada, phenomena are created by the mind. Created by the mind. How? Mind is the principle. And preliminary. Mind's principle and preliminary. Before the action of body and speech. Yeah, also action of mind. Yes. Example. Called the Samsung Tonan, Missing Chena, Midela, the watches of Dharma there. Called this if. Samsung Tonan wood heart. Wood good heart, because there's something torn measuring channel, middle. Then if you talk by generating good heart, to benefit for that person, so with the others, so you talk, measuring channel, middle. The one who is talking with good heart, we tell her. And the watches it down, happiness comes from that. The watches it down with this. Happiness comes from that. So happiness comes to you who's talking with good heart, to benefit others. But also happiness comes to the others who hear your words with your good heart. The true things, you see. Religious emotions. For example, so like the shadow follows the body. Where the body goes, the shadow follows. So like that, there's always happiness. Done with good heart. Example, speaking to somebody. Same action of, this is action of body, but action of speech. That, this is action of speech. Here, action of speech. Then action of body, action of mind. So done with good heart, all the happiness comes to you, happiness comes to others. You can think, like the shadow follows our body. So you see here, the happiness comes from mind. It's clear. Here. So from those positive action, body, speech, mind, then result happiness to you and others. So come from your good karma, your positive action. So like that. always. Then Buddha said, Chönam Simyi Chabatas, phenomena are created by the mind. Simyi Zoshung Onduto, the mind is principle and preliminary. Called the Simyi and Tonani, if with bad heart, missing chana, midela, if you talk with a bad heart, then Dunga Jesu done with this. To that person who was talking with bad heart, then the suffering rises. Dunga Jesu done with it. Lange Jesu, the example, Lange Jesu Colossian ox in Nepal, in India, ox. So the ox, the also the language after the ox, there's wheel. What do you say? Wheel. Language is collision. Huh? Huh? Carriage, yeah. So after ox is the carriage. There's so many heavy things on top of that, iron bar, so heavy things have to pull, and then if you don't pull, the heat, and you can't explain anything, and then, until you move, and when you can't move, then that's how much you build and you can't move, then it's, can stand and finish. So it's like that. Suffer. And then especially in the hot weather, so hot, unbelievable. That is. So for us, we need an umbrella. We need many things, and the hot sun. So they don't have. Unbelievable. So, language is collision. So like that, suffering. All that is coming from the mind, negative mind, negative karma. Like that. So anything in this life, even today, anything undesirable, form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, anything undesirable came from, you see, bad heart. You have bad heart. Created negative karma with the body, speech, mind, tongue. So it came from that. So it came from your negative mind. Anything undesirable. Today, anything, form, sound, smell, taste, anything good, pleasant, came from your today. Yeah. Good heart, with that motivation, virtuous motivation, done action of body, speech, mind, positive action. Second of that. All sort of that was done in the past. So everything today comes from your karma, your mind. As I mentioned, intention, semba, will come from that. So what was I? Destroy, to stop. Not, huh? We stop at 4. Go back to time. So, you see, so, you see, from birth until death, anything, any undesirable thing, form, sound, smell, taste, tangible, undesirable thing, all come from your karma, the negative intention. The negative heart. It's only there. Then it's really similar from, then all the good things, since from birth into death, all the pleasant things, come from your mind, sorry. The positive karma, the positive intention, the good heart, like that. So now, from beginningless birth, all the undesirable things come from your mind. Negative karma, negative mind, so came from. All the good things from beginningless birth up to now come from your good karma, good intention, good heart. That. Then also future same. So therefore, every day, you see, practice is recognize what is negative karma, what is the thing to forecast, to abandon, and what is the thing to practice, it's good karma. The good heart. So, with that, do the good action of body, action of speech, action of mind. All the result, only happiness. All the after not only temporary, this life or next life, or even the ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara. Not all that, even Buddhahood, feels happiness. So like that. So here, so therefore, by understanding how everything came from mind, your mind, the bad and good heart, then you see, then the practice is that. You see, coming to the point is the Dharma practice, how that is most important. How Dharma practice, if you want happiness, or Dharma practice is the most important. That's the answer. So, you see, in the world, people, they learn, people, they learn business, how to do business, economy? No. Economics. People learn in the universities how to be successful business. But then you see, when you actually do the business, because this person learned in the university, expert. But when you start business, it doesn't work. When you start business, obstacle. Why? You have to understand. Why? You have to understand. Here's learned from university, invested much news, what you learned, like fat computer. Feed the computer itself. But you see, when you do the business, you see, faces many obstacles. You have to understand why. You have to understand why. Even though he's the expert, what he taught in business. I'm in the university. So that's, you see. Oh, why? Why? Because you see, Dharma practice. Happiness comes from Dharma practice. In a positive action of body, spirit, mind, and good heart. Happiness comes from that. So, and you see, the failure, the problems that come from mind, negative action, body, spirit, mind, the bad heart. So, you see, so the person doesn't know that from where the suffering came, really from where the happiness comes. I have no idea. You see? Oh, so then that abandoning negative karma, practicing virtue, not there. Oh, the big thing is missing. Oh, this is not there. So you see, the cause of problems, failure, business, that's not purified. Created in the past, but you can purify, not purified. Not purified. To a person does not Dharma, so not purified. So, therefore, all the experience, instead of success, and then experience many problems, failure in business. So, then those who created, you see, positive action, the good heart and that. So, then if that is done, and that is powerful now to experience success, then success happens. Like that. Like that. So, you see, you can purify. Even the negative karma is done, you can purify it. But see, there is no Dharma, so that doesn't happen. So from all the problem, obstacle arises like that. That's right. Just a little example, related to myself. So because, in the past years, did some benefit to, you see, sentient being, certain people or animal, or, you see, in the past. So because that, I'm not offering to Buddha Dharma. So because that, you see, I I could serve, I could benefit, just better to the world. Not only Dharma, but you see, whatever need. So good. You see, I can say that from my experience. So you see, I can tell that from my experience. Just first thing. So like that is a dependent arising. The gross dependent, as subtle dependent arising is the emptiness only, but there's a gross dependent arising, dependent on cause, good, dependent on the good cause, then result happiness, success. There you see, and then cause negative, then the result problem, order like that. You see. So just using myself, liberty over there, like that. So, so here you see, as you say, the three examples. Because you see smoke coming from the house, so you know there's a fire there. There's a direct perception. You see smoke, so you know that there's a fire in the house. See, direct perception. Then, more difficult than that, how old the person living in the house. So it's more difficult to know that. You see. Then the more difficult than that, what the person is thinking. What the person is thinking, more difficult to know that. So similar, like that, among the accidents, the easy ones are more difficult, then most difficult one like that. So, so there's a direct perception, so like smoke, you see smoke, then there's a fire there. The other one is inferential inferential reason, I say. Inferential reason. 집에서니까 그래, 제발. 집에서니까 그래. 집에. 제발 집에서니. 제발 집에서니. 자, 주님에다 제발이지, 제발. So, for example, sound is impermanent. Sound is impermanent because it's cheba, means which is born by the consequent conditions. Which is born by the consequent conditions. That's cheba cheba, the characteristic of the cheba. The meaning is born as under control cause condition. So, so the So to prove that sound is impermanence because it's cheba. So if it's cheba, then it has to be impermanent. Or you can say, because the sound is impermanence because it's changing within a second, even within a second, by causal conditions. So that's the meaning of very subtle meaning of impermanence. Why sound is impermanent? So it's changing even within a second by causal conditions. So that. So you see, and that is by depending on logic, then you come to discover it is impermanence. Yeah. And then, for example, self, the I, has not truly existence. It doesn't exist from its own side, or it doesn't exist by itself. Or the I, put in a simple way, the I is not the real I. That which appears to us, which we always believe, apprehend, is not that. I is not. I what exists is what exists in mere name. So therefore not the real I. What always appears to our hallucinant mind, we always believe, not that. Because there is a which is truly existence. There not only gross, but subtle, truly, dependent rising, not the gross dependent, but this here it's talking about subtle dependent rising. So the I, see, is not real one the way it appears to us, where we believe is not that. It's not the real I. So I already mentioned what I exists in mere name. So why? That is because it's a dependent arising. Dependent arising. A self-dependent arising. So correct. So the I is because there's a basis to label the I, aggregates, valid base aggregates that exist. So therefore the due to that, related to that, the I existing, so I exist. Therefore, I exist. I exist. What is that? I exist in the man, merely labeled by the mind, relating to the perfect, valid base aggregate. I exist. What is that? That is mere name. It exists in mere name, merely labeled by the mind. So that you see. So, due to inferential reasons, you discover, so realize. So now the most difficult one is the third one most difficult is karma. So the Kazore, in the past, having made charity to others, to other sentient beings, so result in this life, even in the past life, in this life, but even this same life, past years, charity, and later life, you experience the result, wealth. Past life can be billion, zillion, trillion years ago, or just before, life before past life. Or then just in same life, or even yesterday, you made a charity. Today, the charity is so powerful. So today, the result happy. Wealth. Oh, you get wealth. So it's powerful. So today you get the result of wealth from charity. Or charity, you may charity this life, or result of wealth next life, or something like that. Or then the morality, pure morality, practice in the past life. So this life you received human body. So we have a human body, we all have a human body. It's because that past life practice morality, and we made prayer to receive human body. So, do that, then we got human body this life. All like that. Could be billions, zillions, trillions eons ago, or could be life before this. You see, so like that. So from pure morality and result, Deva human body, body of the happy Margaret being. From charity, then the wealth. So the karma, it's a subject about karma, lende, the action result. That one is omniscient one explained. Omniscient one, then who had no obscuration, completion of the reality, who had achieved in Buddhahood, or the omniscient one knows, and then explained like this. Then this is how you come to know. This is how you practice to achieve the wealth next life, to achieve the higher birth next life. Similar, then liberation from samsara, then in Buddhahood, the same. You see, like that you create the cause. Like that, you see. The karma, the most difficult. So the omniscient one explained this, but this omniscient one, what the omniscient one explained, also another omniscient one. There's no contradiction. There's no contradiction. Another omniscient one contradiction. That's wrong. No, that's not where I see you. That's not like that. The same. Numberless Buddhas. What Shakyamuni Buddha explained is the same. All the Buddha explain, they see the same thing. They all see the same thing. They all omniscient mind. They all see the same thing. There is no contradiction, but another Buddha. You understand? Like that you say about karma. So there are easy ones to discover the more difficult, then most difficult one are the among the phenomena. So here, very, 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 very important thing. You see, when we experience problem, we always blame outside, other elements of sentient beings. We point the finger out. We put the blame outside. So now here, there is no one to point blame outside. It's totally wrong. No, blame is inside. It's your mind. All the problems come from your mind. As I went through, come from your mind. You see, negative mind, self-taking, bad heart, then negative actions. So, whenever a problem comes, immediately remember, come from your mind. So you have to purify the negative karma. You have to purify the negative karma. And, you see, purify the negative karma. And then, you see, so then you have to it is telling you to pay attention, you see, to practice a good heart and to emphasize you to abandon negative karma. To abandon negative karma and to practice the good karma. That's telling you that. And by experiencing the problem now, the benefit is that it purifies past negative karma. The benefit is what you get. It purifies past negative karma, and in the future there will be happiness, like sunshine. So kadamba ke shikara kumchum tande dunga tabejang ngonje lengen sechen simi tonan dejuji dunga la kawa kumshi ang. So therefore you rejoice the suffering, it's good. That I have this problem, it's good. This is bad, I have cancer, I have this, oh, they put you, nobody puts it, you put yourself down. No, hopeless, not that. You see? So you rejoice. Oh, by experience of the cancer or whatever, it purifies past negative. So then this way, the finished past negative, so they will have happiness in the future, result, happiness in the future. All that, you say, so you rejoice at the suffering. How good it is to experience suffering. And also, it's also educating you general compassion to other sentient beings who are suffering. To feel how they feel the suffering. You to recognize, you to feel how they feel the suffering. So to know that, to generate compassion to others, it helps to generate compassion to other sentiments. And then if you do that, there's an enlightenment for you. If you able to generate compassion to even one person, even one animal, there's enlightenment for you. So like the Avasanga, retreated 12 years, Mitiya Buddha, but didn't see Mitiya Buddha, nothing. Then he saw a dog on the road, wounded and full of maggots, and such an unbelievable compassion, he cut his flesh, put the worms, put there, to not die. Or then he didn't see the dog, the negative karma to see the dog, impure vision, the finish, gone. Now he see Mitiya Buddha. He don't see dog, he see Mitiya Buddha. Oh, then he received the teachings in a Pure Land, Tushita, and then brought down one morning at Tushita, and brought down, then he wrote 5 commentaries, and numberless sentences enlightened from that, the past, present, and future. Oh, there's one person's general compassion to a being, to one being. Oh, so that means so it's so like that. So If you general compassion, there's enlightenment. If you don't general compassion, there's enlightenment for you also too. Okay? So I stop. I stop here, okay? So that's what... due to all the past, present, future marriage to clarify me, third time marriage to clarify numberless sentence, numberless Buddha. In 3 times, metta bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings, and in the heart of all the sentient beings in this world, in the heart of all the sentient beings in Nepal, and the heart of all the students were the FPMT, all the students and those who rely upon my promise, pray with them to me. In the heart of all of us here, including our family members, those who are dead, and those who are living, in every heart to generate bodhicitta, and in whose heart bodhicitta generated may increase. Rinpoche maje bana jeju jeba nyamba meba kane gondo bewara sho donye tawa Rinpoche maje bana jeju jeba nyamba meba kane gondo bewara sho. Due to all the past, present, future marriage, Thoda marriage, numberless sentiment, numberless Buddhas, all this merits which exists in man. May the I who exists in man. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in man. Lead all the sentient beings who exist in my name. To that Buddhahood which exists in my name. By myself alone who exists in my name. Jaman jida jama to kunda zamba de ande ata kunje jida la ga jida tan jara to ngo tu de jebe jawa tan je ngo ga la tu da ge we za sangba je je de ngo je che ja ba ta ga be tu na ma ba ki za ma je ba tu nya ma la ta wa ta sing ge tu de tu jawa lo sang ta ba tan ba yo ren ba jo je. Thank you very much.